Usually, buying a display, it just means grabbing a box and plugging it in. It's a gadget.
Right, totally self-contained.
But you cross a certain size threshold and, well, you aren't really buying a gadget anymore. You are basically installing architecture.
Yeah, it's a completely different ballgame.
Exactly. And that is what this deep dive is all about today. We are looking at exactly that threshold with the Draper profile plus fixed frame screen.
It is an absolute beast of a screen.
It really is. We are parsing the specs from the AV retailer HDTVSupply for this 115-inch canvas. And the price just dropped from over $3,000 down to like $2,512.
Which really begs the question of what kind of engineering actually goes into a surface at this level. Because it comes down to balancing strict optical performance with, the physical logistics.
Right, because when you outfit a dedicated home theater or a boardroom, the screen can't just be a white sheet on a wall.
No, definitely not. Take the surface material on this Draper model, for instance. It uses the matte White XT1000V with a 1.0 game.
Okay, so that 1.0 game is actually fascinating to me. I kind of think of it like a perfectly treated acoustic room, right?
Oh, that is a great way to put it.
Yeah, because it doesn't artificially boost or manipulate the projector's light output to compensate for a bad room. It just reflects the true, unadulterated image right back to you.
Exactly. And because it does not amplify the light, you avoid all that hot spotting or color shifting that higher gain screens often introduce.
So you get absolute uniformity.
Spot on. It preserves the image perfectly. And when you pair that with the 2.35:1 aspect ratio, which is native CinemaScope,
The holy grail for AV nerds.
literally the holy grail, you are maximizing the projector's pixel grid for widescreen films, so there are no annoying black bars at the top and bottom.
Which transforms the room into a genuine cinema experience.
Yeah.
But getting that perfect flat image means keeping a massive 115-inch canvas perfectly tensioned, right?
Yeah, and that is a major physical challenge. I mean, this thing is nearly 106 inches wide.
So how do you maneuver something that huge into a basement or like a high-rise elevator?
Well, it actually ships completely unassembled so you can navigate stairs and tight corners.
Okay, see, whenever I hear ships unassembled, I immediately panic.
Oh, I know, the DIY nightmare.
Yeah, I just imagine fighting snaps that tear the fabric or leave permanent wrinkles. But looking at these specs, they use a sliding hook and loop system instead.
Right, and the mechanism is actually quite clever. To solve the whole frame warping issue, Draper uses an extruded aluminum frame with hollow channels that refuse to bow.
Ah, so it stays perfectly rigid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And instead of forcing the material over fixed snaps, you just loosely attach the screen to the frame using that hook and loop.
Wait, loosely?
Yeah, loosely at first. Then you physically slide the frame rails outward.
Oh, wow, that is super smart.
It evenly distributes the tension across the entire border. It pulls the material perfectly taut, like a drumhead, without any localized stress points.
Which completely explains how they achieve that mullionless zero-edge aesthetic.
Because if the tension is distributed internally that cleanly, you just don't need a massive bezel to hide the hardware.
Right, the frame sits less than 2 inches off the wall. And that zero-edge design means you can actually tile multiple screens right up against each other.
They literally touch with zero separation. So it stops being a discrete object hanging in a room and starts integrating directly into the structure of the space.
It really is a true marriage of optical precision and logistical engineering. But a quick heads up for you listening if you are looking to upgrade.
Yeah, HDTVSupply notes this specific screen is a special order, non-refundable item.
Right, so knowing exactly how these specs translate to your specific room constraints is critical before locking in a $2,500 purchase.
You really have to know your throw distances, your ambient light control, and physical access points before hitting buy.
Absolutely. It brings us right back to crossing the threshold from buying a TV to installing architecture.
It really does.
And it leaves me thinking, with these mullionless, borderless canvases allowing us to piece together infinite viewing areas, at what point does the concept of a standalone screen just disappear entirely?
That is a really fascinating question.
Right. Do we reach a near future where the structural walls of your room simply become the display? It is definitely something for you to ponder the next time you look at a traditional bulky television.